see the next part of the exercise from exercise 4.2 question 3. Change the given shape by drawing or deleting portion to make the shape look the same on half turn. One has been done for you in textbook. So you can refer the textbook and see one is already done in textbook. So we shall see second. Okay, so here they have given a figure. So we have to make a change in this figure in such a way that when we divide this object into two halves, it should look exactly same. Okay, so when I have drawn one more arrow this side, and when I cut them, it will look symmetrical. So what we have to do in short, we have to form a symmetrical image or symmetrical figure by either deleting or by adding some part of figure in this. Okay, so let's see of this. So here we are having a square box, and here 3 dots and here 2 dots, and when I cut this figure into two halves, both halves will not look same. So this can be changed into this way. So same figure I have copied here, and if I divide this figure into two halves, each half will be different from one another. So that can be made same by putting one more dot. So if I cut this figure into two halves, okay, both the halves will be identical, and now this figure is symmetrical. Okay, so it's nothing but making the shape symmetrical. Now let's move with the next part of this chapter, nets. What is a net? It's an outline of 2 dimension which when folded forms a 3 dimension. But let's understand what is 2D and 3D. Okay, 2D means 2-dimensional shapes. Okay, so the flat shapes, you can call the flat shapes like a square, rectangle, triangle, isn't it? So all these shapes are flat shape which has 2 dimension, length and breadth. But in case of solid shape, they are having 3 dimensions, that is length, breadth and height, isn't it? So therefore such figures or shapes are called solid shapes. Hope it is clear to everyone, and now you can see the different kinds of net present. Okay, so here we are having a first net. It is a net of cube. Okay, so it can be the net of cube, cuboid, cylinder and cone is listed here. You can see. So which when folded it will give the net of cube, and when this 2D shape net folded, we will get cuboid, and when we fold this figure, okay, a 2-dimensional shape, we will get cylinder, and this is a net of cone. Okay, now let's see drawing 3D shape. So to draw 3D shape, we use isometric paper. So what is that? Okay, so here we are having a particular sequence of dots, isn't it? Even you can see the textbook. Okay, both are not parallel to one another. Okay, you can see. So here the alternate rows of dots are parallel. Okay, just see. Alternate dots of lines are parallel to one another, and such a arrangement of dots is called isometric arrangement. Okay, so now let's see what we have to do here. We can draw a solid shape on an isometric dot paper according to the view of the solid we want to see on the paper. Yes, so let's see how we can draw the shape. Now to draw, okay, so I'm going to draw a shape or a cuboid of dimension 2 into 2 into 2. So let me write here. I'm gonna draw cube of dimension 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, now so here already I have drawn a line. So now what we have to do? We have to draw a slanting line of 2 units. Here the distance is not mentioned, isn't it? So we shall consider this is as a unit. Okay, next we have to join these 2 units. Now let's join these 2 dots. Okay, and this way. So what we did, okay, so let me tell you what was our first step. So our first step, just see here. So our first step is drawing line. So I'll just mention here. This is step 1, and this belongs to step 2. and this is step 2. And what will be our third step? So for third step, again we have to draw. Just see here, I have drawn here the line as per the first step. Then here 2 units, here 2 units, like this, 2 slanting lines we have to draw. Again from inside, again 2 slanting lines. Then our third step is we have to draw here line and make a box. Okay, so then join these vertical lines and thus form is our cuboid. Okay, and this can be called it as a step 3. Hope you all have understood this. Now let's see the next concept.
In this lesson, we do some work on front, top, and side views of some common solids. Consider this net of a triangular prism. Okay, the net is there. We fold it up to make the triangular prism, and turning it around, looking directly at the front, what do we see? We just see a triangle. So that would be the front view of a triangular prism. Turning it around now, that's its side view. Okay, it's a rectangle. So the side view is a rectangle. Now we're going to have a think about looking at it from the very top. So let's fold it up again. Looking directly from the top, we see a rectangle with a line through it. That's the top view. Okay, so for our triangular prism, we've seen the front view, the side view, and the top view. Example 1. We're asked to draw front, top, and side views of this square pyramid. Well, the front view, we'd be looking at that way. The side view, we look at that way. And the top view, looking obviously from the top. Now the front view firstly. If we were to look at it directly in front of that, it would look simply like the triangle there. Okay, so that's its front view. The side view, looking at that, what do you think? It would actually be the same sort of triangle. Okay, so from the front and the side, the square pyramid looks the same. What about the top view though? Now if you were to look directly from the top, you would see a square outline. You'd also see those lines meeting up to the point right in the middle. So we'd draw those lines in as well. So that would be the top view of a square pyramid. Our next example, we're asked to draw front, top, and side views of this cylinder. Now it's very useful if you can get a hold of a cylinder either at home or at school to have a look and turn it around and look for yourself. But the front view there, the side view is there, and we need to look from the top view as well. Now the front view, let's concentrate on that. I've highlighted that. Now you can see we've drawn the cylinder at an angle, but if you were to look directly in front of that cylinder, put it on a table and look directly at it, you would see the front view in fact is a rectangle. Okay, you can't see any sort of curvature there at all. The side view, again, if you look directly at it, flat on a table, you wouldn't see any curves at all. You would also see a rectangle. Okay, so the side view and the front view would be identical. The top view though, okay, quite different. What do you think it would look like? Well, we've drawn a perspective drawing there, so it looks like an oval, but again, if you look directly on the top, you'd have a perfect circle. And that's it. Again, try to get a hold of some solids there and turn them around, have a look at them. What do they look like from the front, the side, the top? And you'll get a very good idea on these type of questions. Excellent. Well, that concludes the lesson. Good luck with your questions.
Now we are going to see floor plan or map. So here they have given a figure, okay, and the dimension also they have given 5 units, 3 units, 2 units, 1 unit, 1 unit. Okay, this is 1 unit, and accordingly the measure is given. So this small symbol represents window and this small symbol represents door. Okay, now in the same way we are going to draw this figure in isometric sheet. Okay, and then we are going to form the solid figure of that. So let's start drawing. So here it is 5 units. So let's take the measure of 5 units by drawing a slanting line here. We have to take the position in such a way that we should able to draw its a 3D shape. Okay, so next 3 units. So from here 3 units. Just see 1, 2, 3 units, right? Next 2 units inside. So we have to take 2 units inside. And next, this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, and this is 1 unit. So one box of each 1 unit we have to draw. So it is this way. Next, you know that it is 5 units, in the sense even this measure will also be 5 units. Okay, so 2 unit here, 1 is 3 unit, plus 2 we have to add, then it will become 5. So here the measure will be 2 units. And now here we have again boxes, isn't it? So from here 1 unit we have to take. So we'll take 1 unit, and we have to draw inside box. This was outside, outward, now it is inside. So this way we have drawn a 2D shape. Now we'll make it 3D. How? So just see the lines which are aligned. So let's draw this line. Okay, then okay, so this is one kind of shape. Okay, next here also we have lines. Then here I'm not going to draw, which will not show a shape. Next we'll draw. Okay, we'll draw and let's see how will it look. So again we'll draw this slanting line here. So this will show its position. Then this way. Next again we have to draw a slanting line. Then we have to draw this side. Okay, then we have to draw. So whenever you're drawing the dots, okay, you should be careful. So we'll join this now. And this is how we have formed a 3D shape or plan of a building. Okay, accordingly you have to draw this in your textbook. And this was the last part of this chapter. With this we have finished the concepts.